We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Phillies and the St. Louis Cardinals. Bryce Harper looks to gain ground in the race for an action. Odubel Herrera to the plate now. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now the pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time, ball one. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
And now a pitch on the way. Hudson has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty V, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per 9 innings. This guy keeps the ball in play, doesn't give up a lot of hits, doesn't walk very many batters, and when you do that, it's a good recipe for success, and it's worked for him so far in his career.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there, but he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Stepping up now, Christian Robinson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to center field. McCutchen is right there, 1 down.
Batting second, the third baseman, Tommy.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
No ball, 1 strike.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit out towards second. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Into the box now, Paul Goldschmidt. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bailey into his motion. 0-1 on its way. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Goldschmidt or Goldie just for short. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
The 1-2. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. A reach there by McCutchen, but it's over his glove for a home run.
Yeah, we always talk about how important it is to spot your starter or run it to early in the game, and he does just that, blasting a no-doubt bomb that serves notice. They're going to be swinging with the wood here. No better way to get the home crowd into it right out of the gates.
To the plate now, Brad Miller popped up, and that'll do it in the inning as the catch is made in the coach's box. Here's Jay Bruce now. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. And he fouls this one off. Now here's the pitch. And no swing apparently. Ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And this one misses to Bruce as he moves out in front. It's 2-1.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball, 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
Miller is there. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
That is it. The third baseman,
Ronald Torreyes is the next to bat, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. DeYoung's got it, and there's out number 2. Standing in, Andrew McCutchen. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. A bouncer up the middle. DeYoung gathers it in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order. So Paul DeYoung digs in next. His lifetime numbers against Bailey, batting at an even .400. 2 of those hits were for home runs.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
1-1 the count. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. Digging in, Dylan Carlson, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Grounded up the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Stepping in now, Tyler O'Neill, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 5 homers and 37 RBIs. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike. 1-1. And that gets him on the mound. No chance to make a play. Let's see if he's okay out there. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game, and from all indications it looks like he's going to try to continue. Bailey pauses. First pitch on the way. Matt Wieters is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0. Wieters, a native of South Carolina. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy had.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Cards leave 1. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. Here's Bryce Harper now. His performance at the plate's given this team a major offensive boost and put him in strong contention for the batting title.
And he's got a chance to collect some serious hardware, individually and team-wise. If everything goes according to plan and he finishes strong, this team's going to play in October. And once you get to October, anything can happen.
That gets down, and the Phillies' first hit of the game is going to be for extra bases. And he'll get in there safely.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. And though he's turned in some fantastic numbers this year, he's really hit a bump over his last 10 games. Not a great time for him to lose his touch at the plate.
And this is the last time you want to go into a little mini slump right here. Dog days, you want to finish strong. There's only a handful of games left.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. This will kick up against the wall now. He's in at second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit. Lacing a double of his own could be a big inning if this continues.
Into the box now, Homer Bailey. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. And you can already tell he's got his sights set on a batting title with a batting average of over 400 in his last 10 games here in September.
But easier said than done. This guy from start to finish has been on point, not giving any at-bats away. He's swinging a hot bat and making a strong push to end the season and put that batting title belt around his waist.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Now that's popped up. And that's in there. Base hit. The throw home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. And this one's in the dirt. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
He's going to have to take a deep breath. A little bit ultra aggressive at the plate right now after fishing at the first pitch and looking like he was going to commit on that one.
Miller's got it. There's one. Relay to Goldie, and that gets him as well. A double play.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
Hit hard to short. DeYoung fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next will be the pitcher, Dakota Hudson. Inside with the fastball. It's 1-0. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away. Now in the box, Christian Robinson hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting.
Digging in the switch hitter, Tommy Edman. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Harper, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know, it one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And a base hit as that'll score the runner from third and tie our ball game at 2 apiece. Throw to second, and he's out. That'll end the inning, but they do score 1 on the play. 2 hits here in the inning lead to a run for the Redbirds. 3 innings complete. And into the box, Rhys Hoskins. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Well, as we've discussed, he's easily been one of the league's best bats, but his production has been merely good, not great, over his last 10 games, with his line over that stretch a little under 300.
He's finding a way to still mix in a knock over the last 10 games and keep himself above water in this batting title race, but he certainly doesn't look as comfortable as he did the previous couple months.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And stepping in, the dangerous left-handed hitter, Jay Bruce. And it's fouled away. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Playing 11. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
And there are 2 away now.
Now batting. The third baseman.
Now at the plate, Ronald Torreyes. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. The 0-1 delivery.
No. Ball. 2-1.
2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And here's a ball hit in the air. Right fielder giving chase, but this will land untouched. The 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. The 3-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. In the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Well hit to right, but foul. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit softly on the ground to first. Reined in. And he'll step on the bag himself. And the At the plate, Brad Miller. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Second baseman.
Popped up.
Miller.
There to make the catch is Hoskins, and that's the first out of the inning. One man gone for the Cardinals in the fourth, and that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Bruce has a read on it. 2 down.
The right fielder.
Striding into the box, Dylan Carlson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Well, we've, of course, spotlighted the positives of his season batting totals, but putting a microscope on the last 10 games, his batting numbers have actually dropped off to around the league average over that time.
He knows it. He knows he has to pick up the pace a little bit. This isn't going to get it done. The last 10 games, although he's finding ways to help his team and get on base, if he's got any chance of winning this batting crown, he's going to have to elevate his batting average just a little bit more.
Full count, 3-2. Drilled to the right side. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Tyler.
Into the box, Tyler O'Neill, as he rips it on the ground to second. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Comes set, the 0-1.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. 0-2, here it is.
Ball. Playing 12, 1-2.
And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Cards strand a couple. Through 4, we're deadlocked at 2 apiece. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Line, but speared on a hop. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, number 2.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring in Gene Segura. Couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike 1.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go in a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
Hit down the third baseline. Oh, and this goes right past him.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
So now to the plate, Homer Bailey. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 is going to be a sacrifice attempt as he gets it down. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Throw not in time at first, so the pitcher tries to give himself up, but instead he gets himself a base hit.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
Stepping up to the plate, Odubel Herrera. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Check to swing there and pops this one up. And no one will get this one. Ripped toward the gap in right. And the runner is in from second. Bailey rounds the corner and is headed home. He'll score easily as they push the lead to 4-2.
Well, maybe the tables have turned a bit. Earlier in the game, the pitcher had his way with him, but he wins the battle this time, and in a big way. 2 runs on the board as the result.
Standing in now, Andrew Knapp, as the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
A ball and a strike now. Now the 1-1 pitch. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Sent on the ground out to second. Gloved by Miller. And that's the second out. At the plate, Rhys Hoskins. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled away. Line toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's 5-2. On to second, but he's in safely as a run will score on the play as well.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse to see why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets a chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
Here comes the Cardinal manager up out of the dugout out to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Adam Wainwright will come on now and make his 55th appearance of the year.
Number 50.
In now, Jay Bruce, as Wainwright's able to jump ahead of him here with strike 1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Back on it is the left fielder. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. A 2-run homer for Jay Bruce. 24 home runs for him on the season, and the lead is now 7-2.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
At the plate now, Ronald Torreyes, as Wainwright's able to jump ahead of him here with strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. Pitch on the way. Swinging a soft liner, and this will be pulled in easily for the final out of the inning. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. A knuckle curve there, and he thought he had him, but it's 2-2. He pulls this one into right. And that's going to be a base hit, so a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Strike 2. Carpenter leads off second with nobody out. Hit out towards second. Segura fields it cleanly. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Ready once again, Tommy Edman. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. Here comes the first pitch. A bullet to first base, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play. So striding forward now, Paul Goldschmidt. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Down the left field line and deep, and that will end up a foul ball. Hit in the air to shallow center. After it is McCutchen. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals. They're down 5. It's Tyler Webb is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. New inning set to get underway. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Andrew McCutchen. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Two and 0 to the Phillies center fielder.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And gone up into the second deck. It's a solo shot off the bat of Andrew McCutchen. 24 home runs for him on the season, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Now batting, right fielder, Bryce.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Line to shortstop, and there's 1 away.
The batter number 2.
Gene Segura standing in. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. From the stretch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. O'Neill waits on it. 2 down.
The pitcher.
Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Homer Bailey, getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. Towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Phils tack on one more on this solo home run. Bottom of the sixth is straight ahead. It's the Phillies 8 and the Cardinals 2. And now the Cardinals number 4 hitter, Brad Miller. He'll lead off for the Redbirds here in their half of the 6th inning. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. 0-2 the count to Miller.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
And he'll step on first himself for the out. Ready for another shot now, Paul DeYoung. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Ball 1. Fouled off. The 1-2. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. McCutchen is under it. 2 gone. So 2 gone now in the St. Louis half of the 6th. And into bat next will be Tyler O'Neill. No balls and 1 strike. Bailey pauses. Here he comes 0-1. Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2.
He's having a great day at the...
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Cards leave 1. Still 8-2. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Carlson has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. Now at the plate, Andrew Knapp. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First delivery to him on the way. Here's the 0-1. Popped up. Miller is under this one. And there's the second out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 17.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
2 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. High in the air out to center field. Robinson is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. But no matter, they lead it 8-2. Digging in, Matt Wieters.
Leading
They'll
up
match
for
up
the
with Homer
Cardinals,
Bailey now to lead off the inning.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that third at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
1 ball, no strikes to count. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
But this is hauled in by the second baseman.
The batter, the center fielder.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Christian Robinson. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Runners on first with 1 down. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
Line to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Up next to the Cardinals.
Coming to the plate now, Tommy Edman, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. No balls and a strike to count. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
Man, the Redbirds, they've been struggling all game long. They've yet to been able to get that big hit. This is the time for the big hit for the Redbirds.
Harper has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Stepping into the box, Paul Goldschmidt. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And not in time as the second run scores.
You simply cannot offer a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen rope.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Phillies 8 and the Cardinals. Alex Reyes has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 29.
Ready to begin the 8th, and stepping in the dangerous left-handed hitter Jay Bruce. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Reyes, a native of New Jersey, the Garden State as it's known. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Stepping into the box, Ronald Torreyes. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
And that misses 1-1. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. The 1-1 home.
Ball 2.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. 1 out, nobody on. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
And there's out number 2. Andrew McCutcheon will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Tough spot in the game right here. You have a very close call that doesn't go your way. This is when you have to really regroup as a pitcher and go out there and try to make quality pitches.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is Brandon Workman is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 44.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Up top, it's 2-0. And it's fouled away. Now the 2-1. Ties him up inside with a good fastball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Back goes Bruce at the track. He jumps, but he can't make the play. It's off the wall. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Stepping in now, Dylan Carlson, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands his zone.
And strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in, or at least getting him over.
For the current campaign, Wieters is carrying a slugging percentage under .350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. 1 left for the Cardinals. They're unable to. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. John Gant will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Harrison Bader is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
To 1-2 now. Pitch on the way. Fouled away.
I love the fact that the hitter was able to foul that pitch away. I always thought with 2 strikes, you give the pitcher that inside part of the plate and you do your best to cover away.
The 1-2. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Yeah, it was a great battle there, and he was 1 strike away from putting him away. As a pitcher, you hate to put a guy on for free after all that work.
In now, Gene Segura, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Has a look, now the pitch. Line drive to left. Bader is there, and he'll bring this one in. Bryson Stott will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Pitching for Philadelphia, number 15, Bryson Stott.
Got him to reach out of the zone for that one. Strike one. Gant, a 27-year-old. He was a 21st round pick back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. And he's in safely to third. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Wow, they're hitting on all cylinders as the lead increases to 5 now. Nice job there to drive the ball into the gap and turn on the Jets for a triple.
Into the box now, Odubel Herrera. Swing and a liner. And that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line. And this will get to the wall over near the 336 marker.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
To the plate now, Andrew Knapp. Popped him up. Edman waits on it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Striding in, Rhys Hoskins. Runner in scoring position with two gone. First pitch on its way.
Ball.
Bit of an ill-advised swing that time as that ball got in on him.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
The count now at 2-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there, pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Fouled off. Now the payoff pitch home. This is line to left. Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. He'll get it into second.
I'll tell you, they're posting video game numbers here. I mean, that's their 11th run of the game, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. Just an absolute onslaught from this offense.
Jordan Hicks enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. At the plate, Jay Bruce. And he fouls this one off. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 0-1 pitch. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. But this will get foul for strike 2. Here's the 0-2. That misses 1-2. And it's fouled away. 3 runs already home here. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. So a full count now.
3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. David Robertson, the 5'11" right-handed reliever, enters to take over on the mound now. So that'll bring in Harrison Bader, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Standing in, Christian Robinson. He singled his last time up. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Robertson has tossed over 30 innings so far this season and has an ERA he'd like to see come down a bit. Starts the day in the high 4s. Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Christian Robinson becomes out number 2 in the bottom of the 9th. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. Throw won't get him.
That was some great situational hitting there after surveying the field to see what the defense was giving him. The third baseman was well off the line, and he had no chance to make a play as he sprays it down the left field line for a 2-bagger.
Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
Cardinals down to their final strike here. Lofted in the air out to right field. He brings it in, and the Phillies have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
Well, listen, you always want to finish strong, and they've done a real good job here. Not
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Philadelphia Phillies and the St. Louis Cardinals. Bryce Harper looks to gain ground in the race for a National League batting crown. Next. Miles Mikolas gets the start for St. Louis in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he's struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
Now at the plate, Scott Kingery. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. And, fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They come in scuffling a bit of late. And meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
Well, there's no strategic reason to hit the leadoff man that I can think of. So now he's aboard with no outs to start the game, and that's not how you want to get your outing underway on the mound.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Jay Bruce is at the plate and he checks his swing for ball one. Mikolas has compiled just under 130 innings of work, and with an ERA in the fives has some work to do to bring it down into a more respectable range. Chasing after it is O'Neill. He makes the catch as the runner will tag from first. And he thought better of taking that risk there as he retreats back to first safely. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. 9 at-bats in the series and 4 base hits. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. O'Neill waits on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So next to the plate for the Phils, JT Realmuto. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1 ball, no strike.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
That's wide, 2-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
3-0 to him now. Fouled away. Kingery leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And he got him. One left for Philadelphia. And now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. Spencer Howard will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, so far this year, this guy hasn't pitched very well on the road. He's actually struggled on the road, so it'll be interesting to see if he can turn that around here in this one.
These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
The third baseman, Tommy.
First pitch on its way. Tommy Edman started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. Here it comes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit. The throw into second, and he's safe.
I got to be honest, I'm shocked he went back to this pitch again. First one, he was on it and fouled it off. Second one, he did not miss.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He was an 8th-round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
Digging in now, Brad Miller. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Strike one to start the at-bat. He's set. The 0-1.
That's the ball. 1-1.
Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
2-2. Here it is. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Breaking ball as this runs in on him, and he has to step out of the way that time.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Redbirds are turned away in the first. We're on to the second from... Digging in now for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Chasing after it is O'Neill. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. The 1-0 home. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Fouled off. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike three. Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. His performance at the plate's given this team a major offensive boost and put him in strong contention for the batting title.
And you always look up and down the roster for guys who could put the team on their back at any given moment. This guy has done it for months at a time right here, and it shows. Fighting for a batting title, not only being the veteran presence in the lineup, but also being that veteran presence in the clubhouse.
Harper behind with an 0-2 count now. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Last half of the second set to go, and that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Yeah! 0-1.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. And his average has been hovering close to 300 in recent games, but for a guy who's competing for a batting title, he'll want to pick up the pace even more.
He's finding a way to still mix in a knock over the last 10 games and keep himself above water in this batting title race, but he certainly doesn't look as comfortable as he did the previous couple months.
Into the box now, Tyler O'Neill. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. And he's really continued to turn in strong performances day after day. His average in his last 10 games is over the 300 mark, but then again, that's nothing new for him.
But easier said than done. This guy from start to finish has been on point, not giving any at-bats away. He's swinging a hot bat and making a strong push to end the season and put that batting title belt around his waist.
Matt Wieters is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. And though he's turned in some fantastic numbers this year, he's really hit a bump over his last 10 games. Not a great time for him to lose his touch at the plate.
And this is the last time you want to go into a little mini slump right here. Dog days, you want to finish strong. There's only a handful of games left. You're fighting for a batting title. He has to find a way to maybe take 2 steps back, maybe give away an at-bat to calibrate that fastball again.
Count is 1-2 now. And the pitch. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. We'll move to the third with no score. Top of the third set to get underway, and up next the infielder slash utility man Ronald Torreyes, and he fouls this one off. Here's the 0-1. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So here now's the pitcher, Spencer Howard, and you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And it's fouled away. Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher. Lays off. 2-2 now.
2-2.
And the pitch. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Scott Kingery is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball that's 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Welcome back as the Cardinals look to get their bats going in the third inning. And you can say they've really been trying to do that pretty much all year. At the start of the day, they have the worst team batting average in the league. And when I talked with one member of the coaching staff, he told me there's really no good excuse or explanation for it. Even though batting average isn't the end-all be-all of offensive stats, he said there's no denying they have to figure out how to be more competitive with their at-bats. Back to you, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. In there, a base hit.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Miles.
Into the box, Miles Michaelis. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. One there. Return throw gets him at first. It's a 3-6-1 double play.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
Coming to the plate now, Christian Robinson. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
When the pitcher on the mound's established in this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
The 0-2 once more. Is swung on and missed, strike 3. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. All set for the start of the 4th. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Jay Bruce.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
The 1-0. Here's a pop-up now. Goldschmidt over to his right. 1 out.
Now batting, the first base.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up Rhys Hoskins. This pitch is popped up. Miller is underneath this one, and he's got it for out number 2.
The batter.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, JT Realmuto, comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Outside. That's the ball.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next will be the switch hitting third baseman, Tommy Edman. A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement. The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
There to take it in is McCutchen now for route number 2.
The batter number 15.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Brad Miller. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And that's dead center for strike 1. Well, as we've discussed,